11 Venn diagrams. This might look familiar to you, but we're going to it'll be more of a review then if you've seen it before, and we're going to be doing some more math and probability. Well, probability will be day 12, but today we're going to be working on interpreting them. So Venn diagrams is this diagram you see down here, and oftentimes you'll see it with a box. Oh, a box. If my marker will cooperate with me today. There we go. I can see it with like a box drawn around it in these examples. And these two circles here, we have one. So there's the green is one thing you're comparing, and the blue is another thing you're comparing. And this space on the inside, this where it overlaps, that is where they are the same, where it's both things. That's used for comparing two different things. So when making a Venn diagram, again, like I'm going to draw out that shape I just did. So you'll always normally have a box, and then you'll have your two things that you're comparing. Let's say you're comparing A and B. You're always, when you're answering these types of questions, I always want you to fill out the Venn diagram, and it's going to help you answer these questions. Trust me, just trust me, you'll see. So for number one, you're always going to want to start with the intersection between the two sets here. So you're going to always want to fill that in first, that green area. And if there's more than two sets, these examples we're only dealing with two, so don't worry about having more than two for now. And then for step two, if a total number of items is given to sum up all the individual parts, then you're gonna including what's outside. So what's inside would be this blue shape here, but what's outside is the red. That is what's neither. So that blue space, the green, that blue is included in the green, and that red space are going to add up to equal the whole. So it's going to end up equaling, not adding. It's going to equal the whole. And the words or really means either or. So that's, again, this whole blue area here. That's for number three. And then the word and is the intersection. So I'm going to erase I think I've drawn a little bit too much here. I'm going to erase that overlap and draw it with a different color. So this purple area here, that is where the and takes place. That means when it's both events occurring. Because if you were to say that this whole shape was and, that's not true, because over here, and here, I'm going to erase. So there's a little bit too much drawn. Where I'm just erasing, let's say that blue area over in part A, that's not in B, so it's not in both of them. So only area that's in both is that overlap. And then if a given percents instead of counts the total sets, including not the case, must add up to 100%. So again, 100% is that whole over here. That would be 100%. So we're going to try some practice here. So again, first, let's refer, it says the police reported that 78% of drivers stopped on suspicion of drunk driving are given a breath test and a blood test, or both tests. So complete the Venn diagram, answer following questions. So first, let's use the information we're given in the description to fill in this here. Okay, well, it says 78% of drivers stopped, and then 36 blood tests. 22% got both, so we can fill that in for sure. Now, here comes what some people make the common misconception to do, that 78 of drivers stopped are given a breath test. So some people might think to just fill in this as 78% and then 36 for the blood test. But when you add all of those up together, it's going to be over 100%. So let's see, 36 plus 22 plus 78. That's 136%. You can't have, because again, everything within this box is supposed to add up to 100%. So we know that we have to do something with that 36 and that 78%. because this, remember that 22% here is included within that 36%. So to find the total just people given a blood test, you'll subtract that 22%, and then you'll be left with 14%. So that is the actual percentage of people who were just given the blood test, because that 22% that is added to that 14% to get you to that 36%. And we're going to do the same over here with the breath test. So we're going to subtract 22 and end up with 56%. Okay, so now when you add up 56 plus 22 plus 14, that is going to get you, sorry, one sec. That gets you to 92%. So 92% of people got a test. Okay, so now let's figure out the percentage of people that did not get a test. Let's fill in what's in the outside of the circles, which is percentage of people that did not get it. So we know that this whole box is 100%. So we can take that 100 and subtract 92 to get us the rest of like this outside space here. And then 100 minus 92 is 8. So we know 8% of people did not get a test. Oh, well, now we can go, and we have everything filled out. Now we can go answer the questions. Let's see, what percent of drivers stopped are given neither test? Okay, so we found out that 92% of people got a test, and we know that 8% of people did not. See why I'm saying it helps out if we draw and fill in the Venn diagram first. It makes it a lot easier to interpret these questions. Now, what percent of drivers are given some type of test? So we know that 8% of people are not given a test. We know that 100% minus 8% would be 92%, or you can just add up that 14 plus 22 plus 56 to get you 92%. So we know 92% got a test. And what percent of drivers are given a breath test or a blood test, but not both? Okay. So it's saying it's not this 92% because that 92% accounts for that 22% that got both. But in this question, we're not referring to that 22%. So from that, you can either take 92, the percentage of people that got the test, any form of test, and subtract the 22 to get you to 70, or you can just add up that 14% of people who got one blood test, and then add it up with the 56% of people that got the breath test, because that's not referring to the people who got both tests. So 14 plus 56 also gets you to 70. So there's more than one right way to do it, but just whatever you prefer. We know that 70% of people got either a blood test or a breath test, but not both tests. So now we'll continue. Again, feel free to rewind or pause, go at your own pace. So now again, we're going to fill in that Venn diagram. So real estate ads suggest that 32 homes for sale have garages, 10 have swimming pools, and 9 have both features. Okay, so we know that, okay. Let's see, 9 have both. So we can fill out that 9 first because we know that 9 is both. And it says that 32% have, or not 32%, 32 have garages. So remember how that 9 is also included as part of that 32. So we have to remember to subtract that 9 to get how many people just have garages. So we have 23 left with just the garage. And then 10 have swimming pools. But again, remember that 9 is included in that 10, so we have to subtract that. So only one person or one home has a pool, but no garage. Okay. So now, how many have How many homes for sale have a garage but not have a pool? Okay. Let's see. Well, 23 have garages but don't have a pool, so we can draw from that there. I'm getting that information from here. Garage, no pool. How many homes for sale have pools but don't have garage? Pool, no garage, just one. So if 50 homes were listed, how many homes have neither a garage nor a swimming pool? So if we have 50 total, then we can add that to, we can take that 23 plus 9 plus 1 to get us to 33. So we know that a home that has a pool or a garage, there's 33 homes that have one or the other. So we can take that total of 50 and subtract the 33 to get the amount of people that have neither. People that have neither, 50 minus 33, I get 17. So 17 of those 50 homes have neither a pool nor a garage. That's in that, remember, because 50 is accounting for every house. So this would be that total of 50, everything within the box. So now we know that that's 17. How many homes have a swimming pool or a garage? Okay, that we actually just did the math for when we added these together. So a swimming pool or a garage. That includes the and. So that includes that 9 there. So that's why we did 23 plus 9 plus 1. And that got us to 33. Now, how many homes have a pool and a garage? Again, we can look where it's in the intersection of and that's just 9. Because that's the overlap, and that overlap is and. Because remember, this number here, that 23, is just people who have only garages, not both, and not a pool. And how many homes have a pool or a garage, but not both? Okay, so we know that this is both, so we know 9 have both, so we're going to be subtracting that. So we'll have that 23 plus 1, because that's how many people have a garage, and that pool, this number is how many people just have a pool. So we have 24. And you can do it that way, or you can take the number of people that have either or, this either or number here, take that 33 and subtract 9 to get you to 24. So again, sometimes there's gonna be more than one right way to do something. It just depends on how you go about solving it. But there are that's the cool thing about this unit, is that there's more than one right way to solve things. So again, remember to do the homework and the homework quiz, and it's on Schoology. So please feel free to email if you have any questions. Enjoy!